Okay, this is a keep, especially since we have the ritualist, so even are fixed despite not having blue mana. Okay, guess I had something added to my collection there. Alright. So Vitalist into Ritualist is actually nice, especially given that we have a couple 7 drops. Because then I think we could even play a 7 drop on turn 4. Is that right? With the Exert? Let's see. 4 mana, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, wow. Turn 4 7 drop is quite the ramp, I would say. Okay. Okay, Exemplar is going to be a problem. Let's get our blue mana down here. Vitalist. So I wonder if I need to play the Naga to attempt to trade with the Exemplar, or if I just want the Ritualist, because I'm going to run out of opportunities to trade with it once it's a 4/4. But if I play the Ritualist, I can probably play more spells sooner, which is nice. So trade offering with I think we'll just go Ritualist. Problem is we're going to have to block the Exemplar anyway. So maybe the Sidewinder was actually better. That's difficult. I mean, we also don't have to block the Exemplar, but I'm going to block the Exemplar because my opponent has no reason to not attack, which is just one of those difficult situations where you don't get to accurately predict a bluff because they attack 100% of the time anyway. Okay, it looks like they're not interested in me blocking anyway. Hmm. Okay. Kind of an unexciting draw there. So I do have 6 mana, which should let me play Naga plus Guide. This would become a 5/5. I could double block. Can also Exert plus Naga. Interesting choices here. I can Exert to play the Reed Stalker and still play Naga. I don't know why that would be better, though, to Exert this. Probably going to have to 2-for-1 and hope they don't have a combat trick or removal, which is sketchy at best. But we obviously can't take hits from 5/5s, and we don't have any removal in hand. So I think we just go. Think that we just go Naga and be willing to double block. Yeah, alright. Maybe even triple block? How greedy is triple block? I think triple block's too greedy. Maybe not, though. I'm not exactly sure. I guess triple block doesn't make a ton of sense. I mean, actually, this isn't too bad. This is actually better than one might think. Because we get to double block with Naga and Ritualist, and if they have the combat trick, at least we get to play the Reed Stalker by exerting this, and tapping this. Okay, so we're going to exert and play the Reed Stalker. A lot less exciting when it's not a surprise, but makes best use of mana here. And we do have a couple fatties that we could draw. But yeah, we will be double blocking the Exemplar if given the option. It's 26 to 14, so we're just going to have to accept the 2 for 1. I guess it's a 2 for 2, but obviously not one we're thrilled about. They do still have a mana up too, but I'm not going to be playing around combat tricks. That doesn't seem particularly wise. Okay, don't really have anything else to do, so we'll just play an Aerial Guide and pass. We are at the point of being able to play our 7 drops now, which is nice. Okay, Glorybringer, which is going to be... I'm trying to think if there's even a way for us to beat it. I guess Edifice of Authority off the top would be nice, but otherwise we're just very, very rapidly going to lose to this card. Alright, we take 4. Unfortunately for... Oh, that was the card we needed. Unfortunately for Stinging Shot, it doesn't actually deal with the most annoying aspect of Glorybringer. We're not attacking with the Vitalist because we're very, very much behind on the race. And no reason to let them maybe get a free shot in with Vitalist. Although I guess I could have just Edificed it. Put them on a 26 turn clock. We would in fact kill them before we ran out of deck. Okay. Get our brick counter. Play a land, play a Vitalist, pass. Got quite the uphill battle ahead of us here. Okay, so we can, what's nice is we leave up, yeah, so we can block with a Vitalist, leave up Devotee, and Edifice, the Glory Bringer. I forget if we have any reason to sandbag lands. I think we do actually, the farm to market, which we can't even play right now. So I do have 9 mana, which is not enough to double pump with Devotee, so we're still just going to chill out. Okay, Chefette Monitor. Gonna have to find a way to deal with that. I guess I do actually want to play the land because we need the... Well, unfortunately, I should have actually played the land last turn in case I drew another land because we would have needed to Edifice plus um, double Devotee here. But let's just pass. So I think we're going to have to... Well, losing our Devotee is not super good, but I guess we don't really have a choice. So I guess we can chump, but then we're still not going to be able to double block. But the Devotee currently is able to keep back the Sure Shot. I guess I'm kind of hoping for a 7 drop anyway, so I think we have to trade these two off. Problem is I can't even double block it with my Vitalist and pump one and do it, so we'll pump our guy. We could draw a lay claim and steal their Glorybringer. That would be pretty glorious. That would probably win us the game. Especially given that it would have haste. Frilled Sandwalla. Well, that's actually not a bad draw either. It lets us trade with the Sure Shot. Cycling there. Not sure what they're splashing for, because they do have all these cards that would indicate that they're splashing, but it doesn't appear that they are. Okay. Still no lay claim. I guess we can sandbag lands now that our devotee is dead. Just pretty patiently waiting for a... So they can pump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That is in fact lethal. So once again, still sort of just a lay claim away from being right back in this, or our other fatty for that matter. Well, Feral Prowler helps. I'll take a chump block plus draw. Gale Strike helps too. Still just actively seeking something here. Quarry Beetle, yeah, it's going to be a problem too. They get back their desert, and they can cycle with it. So it's like a 4 or 5 plus card draw. Pretty strong. It also doesn't get killed by Glorybringer Exert if I do steal the Glorybringer, which I still think I am going to. So I can actually Gale Strike now. Probably do. Okay, Sharpshooter is not bad actually. Let's draw again. So we can cycle this. That's a great draw. Alright. So let's play our land, play our Sharpshooter. Play our Hoopoe. And leave up the Vitalist. I guess if they have spot removal here, we're kind of toast, but... because we will be needing the Edifice here. So yeah, the question is, would they just... I think we take 4 here, actually. Sadly. But yeah, I do think we take 4. Because if we don't, then they probably kill our Hoopoe, and even though that leaves us with a Vigilance Reach, I think we're a little bit more desperate to draw some cards at the moment. Or we just die to Inferno Jet. Alright, GG's. So let's go to game 2 here. We're just beginning that descent into trying to build our way back into this, but alas. Okay, so game 2, we'll play, do we want the Stinging Shot? So put some -1/-1 counters on Glorybringer, and it still just kills our whole squad. Kind of don't like that at all. It seems bad still. We don't have a ton of flyers to stop it either. I mean, Illusory Wrappings is already going to be bad against it. Gale Strike's bad against it. Pretty much every single removal spell in our deck is bad against it. At least this kills it, but they still get the Exert. So, I guess Lay Claim is the best removal we have against it. I don't know if I want Stinging Shot. Then it just becomes a 1/1 flyer that still kills all my things. It just doesn't seem good enough. So, we might just have to stick to the same plan here. Run it back and see if we can't do better. Alright, well, one lander doesn't seem like it's going to do it, so we better mulligan that one. This one will keep, but it's pretty bad. I guess we'll keep that on top. So, play the desert, or try and cycle it at some point. I think we're actually going to go for the cycle play. Like, we have stuff that's expensive, but we need to actually find spells that have impact. And we need to do it as quickly as possible. Alright, that does constitute impact. We'll attack. Alright. Successfully bluffed our opponent. That's nice. So we'll Gale Strike. Spring to Mind is good. So let's go. Does it come in untapped? Oh. So we'll do this. Get our white mana. Still play the land. I could sandbag it for the market. I'm debating that, honestly. It's not a terrible idea, but I have Mind, which is better, but we don't have the second blue yet. Oh yeah, that's a problem. So if I play this, I think we sandbag it. Although, alright, we'll sandbag it for now. I don't know if that's right or wrong, to be honest, but we'll do it. So unfortunately, they have the 5th mana, which means if I block, they can pump and still play their Kenra Scrapper. But I probably block anyway. I think we're still hunting for some more high-impact spells, and preventing damage drawing a card here doesn't seem terrible, although a 1/3 blocker could be useful. I don't know. Maybe I will take it. Alright. Well, I guess Glorybringer's not the worst, because at least I have an out to it. And if they were going to kill something, at least it's something that nets me a card. Edifice is a good draw as well. So let's see here. We can play Edifice and then leave up the... I guess we go... Huh. I think we go Edifice and probably just pass, I guess, and turn off the Sure Shot. Could also go Illusory Wrappings, but it's a lot less exciting on an inflatable creature. So we'll Edifice the Sure Shot. Okay. I think the Scrapper, I'm trying to decide what's still a bigger deal. Well, they got a lot of creatures now. Let's see here. So there's our second blue for Spring to Mind at some point. This turn we have 7 mana, so we can go 3, 6, 7, but we need 3, 6, 7 is what I think we're going to do. So Illusory Wrappings on the, I guess the Scrapper, because it exerts. But this is inflatable. I think we go Wrappings here. Wait, that's not how I want to tap. Wrappings here. And then pass. And then we farm the Glorybringer plus. So we Edifice the... Well, this is kind of a telegraph, isn't it? Well, no choice. Well, at least they still attacked with the Glorybringer. I actually don't think I would if I were my opponent in this spot, because it's just too clear that I should have Edificed the Glorybringer. Granted, it could have been a mistake, but I think it's just one of those things where I probably wouldn't have. So we'll still take way too much damage. I mean, that much is pretty clear, but so Overcome just was absolutely terrible for us this entire draft, which is funny because I really thought it was probably one of the most high impact, powerful spells in our deck, and it really was just the worst every single game. Every single game, I hated looking at it. It did nothing for us. So, kind of disappointed with that, but so I could cycle. Might be desperate times for call for desperate measures here, and we just Market plus Aerial Guide plus, I don't know. The problem is I just do not have a way to do anything here. Well, Get rid of the... If I get rid of the, we already have a desert, so okay. I can... Trade the Naga for the Sure Shot. Turn off the Crasher. So, get rid of... Maybe we're just supposed to get rid of 2 lands here. Because Overcome might be a way to win later. Probably. I mean, even though it has been, like I said, absolutely dreadful for us, it is still one of our most powerful cards. That seems important. No attacks. It's not what I expected. Okay, full value achieved. Is it to the battlefield? Oh, for some reason I thought it was to your hand, which would be much better. Okay, so we go Sandwalla. We go Aerial Guide. And we pass. That way we can Edifice plus pump Sandwalla, so that's cool. So if I do it to the Quarry Beetle, they swing with these 3, they turn off my Sandwalla or my Naga, and then I can still trade off the Crasher. Otherwise I'm double blocking Quarry Beetle and hoping they don't have... Well, I mean, if they have Kindled Fury, I'm screwed either way, right? Yeah. I probably still turn off the Crasher. I'm actually not... I'm really not sure on this one. If I turn off the Beetle instead of the Crasher, they attack with 3, 2 less blockers. Either Naga or Sandwalla. And then I think that we... Well... Alright. We're gonna do it to the Crasher. Made an executive decision here. Maybe I can't, because they can pump, let's see. That's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Well, 3, no, I guess, okay. Alright, so it's this, plus this. Okay, so they did have the nightmare scenario here. Although, very surprised they didn't do it on the Cory Beetle. Plus a follow-up play, which is pretty nightmarish for yeah, just kill. So we got absolutely stomped. We did absolutely terrible. Our deck played really poorly. Um, and we went 1-2. So really unhappy with the deck performance. Never got to abuse Hoopo. We never played late claim. Never played overcome. So all in all, super unimpressed with blue-green this time around. But maybe it was just an example of variance. I honestly have no idea. I felt like we saw a proper number of spells and lands. Um, Never really felt like I got super flooded, especially since we had card advantage effects. No, we just got straight stomped. So really, really disappointed and unhappy with green blue so far. But I'd be happy to hear how your guys' experience with it was any different. All right, we'll see you guys later.